Today we're going to go meet up with the other Southern Ontario Flatfender Association members. Our wives like to call it the Little Willys Club. We're going to go have some fun and have a good time. A quick stop at the local confectionery. We drove almost an hour to get to Paul's house, where we met up with the 5 other Jeeps and the rest of the guys, and we hit the trails for a nice little cruise. Luckily it was a Sunday and Paul's local, so we gave ourselves a bit of a pass here. Unfortunately, it wasn't long after setting off with the group, I started having some issues. And you can see it here. The clutch started slipping hard and there was some steep hills here, so we're having lots of trouble. We tried to make it to the top of the next hill where we're all going to stop, but as you can see, we didn't make it. Well, now I have nothing, so... The group stopped and patiently waited while Chris helped me fix the adjustment cable for the clutch. After switching the transmission out in the last video, I never readjusted it, and today was my first long drive in the Jeep since. This meant that the clutch was always dragging and I wiped it out. We were able to adjust the cable in hopes of salvaging the day, and it was working great, but this would later prove only to be a temporary fix.
The disc is definitely in the focus.
it is just adjusting things the way they're supposed to be. This is a steep hill, and with no working fuel gauge, we let gravity tell us when we are out of gas.
Oh, thanks.
Document everything.
Gotta get all the blunders.
Yeah, it doesn't show at all. Unfortunately, the calamity of blunders was far from over. The repair we made earlier wasn't going to be enough to get me home. This meant the guys would have to tow me back to Paul's house, where we'd have to come up with a new game plan.
Hey Nick, what are we doing right now?
Before we moved up through the middle, what do you think?
Yeah, that part is good. Then it won't fall off.
And your brakes are good, right?
The toe strap of shame.
Shame.
That's embarrassing.
With the whole crew back at Paul's, the options were call a tow truck or get to work. The guys were all in favor of ripping the motor out and throwing a used clutch in from Paul's parts pile.
burger. Reggie, don't sit. Come on, get out of here.
Professional.
A little more. There, you're good now, I think. Just gonna push it around the battery. Nothing left on that side. Yeah.
Look at the other side. The other side's even worse.
So the flywheel side's okay. That side not so much.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. So there's your problem.
Well, there's your pad right there.
I'll do it every time. Did you
Wow.
check the gas tank? Is it full?
They gooch this or what? It's got a gouge to it, but
It'll still work.
it'll still work for a used clutch.
Oh yeah, there's some.
And then if you decide when you go to pull your thing to do a rear main that you're going to put a new one on it, then that's probably the time. Do it then. Yeah. That is wonky, man.
You got your
See,
money
like I
out.
said, put a clock on there. Make it into a clock.
That would be
hang it in
nice,
your garage.
yeah.
There you go.
All right, so wow.
Come on.
It'll go down pretty quick.
Be careful, yeah. Fingers.
It's powerful. It must be good. In all honesty,
They brought it all the way
it
from
works.
China.
It works. Yep.
Here you go, Chris.
What's that fuel line there?
That's what I do. I hold like all the big boxes.
Yes.
It's like a land
I have the same thing up against the wall. I've got like 4.
Under that fuel line and then put back.
I just don't want to wreck the wiring on this side.
And then they go through here.
Yeah.
Under the fuel line.
I'm gonna keep going down.
Yeah, keep going.
Watch fingers.
They do, yeah. This is-
I just pushed it against this bar and then against the wood.
Yeah, I had Andre Macro for like 25 years. She's really good. Always.
Nobody move.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
I'm gonna put the 2 top bolts in loose.
Also, at this point, it's like 10-year-old buck. Right? So they're like the only solution for it. Sockets that.
She's rolling.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Well, we always knew it would run. It ran before. Move. It's the driving part. Moving part.
Hands clear.
Clear.
I didn't even get my camera.
Look at that.
Feel like you got a clutch? What was that? 2 hours?
Not even. It was 150.
We were dilly-dallying a bit.
Oh, in here.
That motor is what it's put together a little easier.
I lost the audio from this outro, but basically I can tell you that today did not go as planned. We had a great day though. We drove out to Paul's, met up with the other guys from the Southern Ontario Flatfender Association. Had a great cruise. It was a beautiful day until I ruined it with my clutch issues. But thanks to all the guys' help, we were able to get it switched out and back on the road. And I was able to drive an hour back home with no issues at all. Thanks to all those guys for the help. Thanks for watching. See you next time.